lead us fight Godfather? Who lead us say Godfather no good? Who tell us say Ezeyamo na thief? Who tell us say Ezeyamo steal 700 million? Who tell us say we no fit carry government give Ezeyamo? What it don't change now? Who tell us, when I listen to this one, no? Who tell us say Otubu won't kill him? Who tell us say he own deputy Otubu won't kill him? What it don't change now? Who tell us say Charles Ayere he steal money for army and he bring the money come here to come deceive us? Now, who they stand with these people now? So if you tell us say somebody na thief and you gonna stand among thief, who you be? Now part one be that. And now part one. That one now part one. I want to ask you now one question. Somebody will be national chairman, though we don't suspend that now. If you be national chairman of any party, the way Oshiomhole they come say he won't receive people for Edo without permission from our governor. If he go Kano like that, saying they go Kano to receive people to APC without the permission of Kano governor, can Oshiomhole go to Imo State without the permission of the governor, saying they go do rally for there? Can Oshiomhole go to Kaduna State, say in they go receive people who do rally for Kaduna State without Erufai approving? Now our governor is finish. He see our governor finish. He see all of us finish. Time don't reach to tell him say when he was governor of Edo State, Oyegu no fit come here say he want receive people. Two of us. When he was governor, Oyegu they come here, come receive people for party here. Who stop him? So he say we be full, abi. Time don't reach where we will let her know say wetin he teach us. We don't perfect them. And everything we're going to do now, he teach us. He teach us how we fight who? He teach us how they fight who? So are we not fighting Godfather now? Whether him na Godfather, whether another person na Godfather, what he tell us? He say, "Mark we they fight," and not be teach us. All right. They say the Bible say, "Teach your children the way of the Lord, so that when they grow up, they will follow that way." Or somebody teach us when we are young, when we are small, the way to fight Godfather, so that when we are big, we will continue to abide by it. Not be so. So we have discovered that anywhere he goes, there is violence. So now we have said, until he take permission from the governor, he cannot come to Edo State, because we are peaceful people. Edo State is peaceful. He should not come and create crisis for us. Do we agree or we don't agree? If you agree, let me see your hand. Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know if it's good news. You recall that my last statement, my last tweet, I said that I'll make a decision after my disqualification was announced by APC, that I will make a decision after I have consulted with the leadership and my supporters in Edo State, and also have informed the president. I'm just here today to inform you that I have now decided formally to resign my membership of the All Progressive Congress. Having done that, I will now announce in the next few days my specific line of action and what platform I will be contesting the gubernatorial elections on.
What informed this decision to resign your membership of the league?
I'm sure the whole country knows and is aware of what has gone on with me and the party chairman, the party leadership, which culminated in my disqualification as a gubernatorial aspirant. And upon that unfortunate decision by the chairman of the All Progressive Congress, I've decided to go and seek my gubernatorial aspiration on another platform.
Yeah, yesterday when we spoke with Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, he gave the impression that even though you are an incumbent and you decide to join another platform and contest the election, there's no guarantee that you will win. How do you react to that, sir?
Time will tell. Let us go to the polls and Nigerians will see.
Sorry, just 1 minute. Now, yes, also yesterday, I gathered that they even presented your certificates before the chief of staff,
Yes.
who stood in for the president.
Yes.
And they suggested that there were some inconsistencies. Can you clear that one up for us? Are there inconsistencies in your certificates?
You know, someone who hasn't gone to school, who doesn't have certificates himself, will not even know and understand what inconsistencies in certificates are. So that's the starting point. What is the inconsistency? There is no inconsistency in my certificates. The issue was in 2016 when I contested for the gubernatorial elections. I could not find the originals of my certificates because I hadn't required them for more than 2 decades. So I deposed to an affidavit that I could not find the originals. Subsequently, I found all the original copies of all my certificates, and they are here with me. So I don't understand what is inconsistent about that. Maybe the inconsistency is in the youth corps certificate, where he said my surname was missing an I in the end. But if you look at that, it was like a cursive. It was written in a cursive manner. So if that's inconsistency for him, then it's really sad that you have people with that quality as leading Nigeria's ruling party. For him, it was just to look for an excuse to take whatever decision he wants to take. And it's really sad that the party structure today gives him that sort of authority without any checks. And that is dangerous for any system or any institution. When you give authority and responsibility to people who don't have character, people who do not have fairness, a sense of justice, then that institution is imperiled.
You met with PDP state governors over the last few days.
Yes.
What were your discussions? Then what are the expectations from those discussions?
First, these are my brother governors who are from my sub-region. Some of them have gone through the similar experience I'm going through. So it's only proper that when you have challenges of this nature, you go and talk to people who have gone through similar experiences for advice. That's principally is what I want to do with them.
So yesterday, what was the reaction of Mr. President after?
You will get that from Mr. President.
Yesterday, Adams Oshiomhole described it as a just governor. He said he's assured that you provide a level playing ground for all participants.
Who?
Adams Oshiomhole.
That Adams Oshiomhole, will provide? Has he? As Governor Wike says, he should practice what he preaches. He has never done so. He has not provided a level playing ground even in the selection process, in the disqualification process. What is the basis for disqualifying someone like Chris Ogemoyi? You are afraid of people who are educated because you didn't go to school. You are afraid of people who have something to offer because all he knows how to offer is brigandage, crisis. So for us, Nigeria has to move forward beyond the characters, some of the characters who are currently overseeing our political polity. They are scared. They are scared that when people of substance, when people who are proven when people who have succeeded in other aspects of life come into politics, they will be history. And for me, this fight is not about grabbing political power. It's not about me. It's not about trying to prove a sense of importance. No, it's about, for us 21 years into this republic, democracy must mature. That our democracy is maturing. We now need to begin to show that politics cannot and should not be the preserve of a certain character of people. That people of accomplishment, people of knowledge, people of character must also be accommodated in the political space. You don't have to be a ruffian to be a politician. You don't have to be a brigand to be a politician. You don't have to be a thief to be a politician.
So finally, what is the position of people of Edo regarding this matter?
And what do you think your chances will be flying on other platforms?
I'm sure if you've scanned the environment, you've scanned the media, you've scanned social media, the reaction from people across the world, particularly those at home and in diaspora, has for me been unbelievable. They've said to me, wherever you go, we go.
So Nigerians may like to know, why have you decided to come to the State House to make this your decision known?
I said that before I make a decision, I have to show respect to my president, who I adore, who for me is an epitome of incorruptibility, an epitome of order, an epitome of lawfulness. This is a man who, for him, that is what Nigeria should be about. I think I owe him that respect to come and tell him what I have done and why I have decided to take the decision I took.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Your Excellency, can you comment on this? Yes. This has been going on.
I don't know about exit, but what we did see from your media, electronic print, is that he visited a number of PDP governors, and we read from your electronic print that those consultations may have to do with his plans and so on. But we are not here to speculate. Our rules, our party is not a party of big men. It is governed by rules. Both the small and the big are subjected to that rule. I'm sure you will agree that our president led by example when we conducted direct primaries in the last presidential election, and we still went to the Eagle Square for affirmation. So if the president did not have the first right of refusal because our constitution did not provide for it, we cannot, under any circumstances, now bend the rules when it comes to some people and then change the rules when it comes to others. Our duty as the management board of the APC is to ensure that we obey strictly the provisions of our constitution, which empowers the National Working Committee to conduct primaries for president, primaries for governors, primaries for National Assembly, and primaries for House of Assembly. I would have given you a copy, but you don't need it because you are not lawyers.
Your Excellency,
Now that's the last one.
the party has already adopted priority.
Yes.
Are you not express any fear that the new law enacted by the government may actually maybe be difficult?
Well, in the face of that law, we saw last week, and I'm sure you guys are very, very vigilant. You saw last week that PDP conducted world congresses to elect their delegates that will go to the stadium. And it's start to reason whether when you say people can gather 5,000 in a stadium, can you achieve social distancing with 5,000 people in one location? Or will you rather have a situation where you don't carry people from villages to the center, they vote in their respective wards, and you will not have more than 100 to 150 persons, queuing to vote and maintaining social distancing and wearing face masks. So we will find a way around it. It's our governor. We are law-abiding. We will, but if PDP can conduct activities across the 192 wards with the same law, I do not think that our own governor will discriminate against his own party. So we are hopeful that everything will be peaceful. Thank you very much.